On the other side of the field, Odell Beckham Jr. and his fellow New York Giant wide receivers had an off day. Odell managed just 4 catches on 11 targets, had 3 drops, mustered just 28 receiving yards, the second lowest total of his NFL career. If you're a Giants fan, are you blaming this loss on Odell, those wide receivers, and their lack of preparation leading up to that wild card matchup with Green Bay? Look, they took their off day, went down to Miami, partied on a boat, hung out with Biebs, went to live. And we said, all right, it's fine, do what you got to do. But the production today suffered. You relating, connecting the two, correlating?
Sure.
You are.
Yeah, I am. If you're going to do that, then you got to go out and win. That's it. You got to make sure you go out and win. And when you don't win, you don't play your best, and really you're not even in the game halfway through the fourth quarter. You realize, oh, this one's over. I mean, after the 4-and-out that the Giants were able to stop the Packers, who went for it on 4th down, and 2 plays later, Eli drops a bomb into a rookie's hands for a go-ahead touchdown. It looks like Giants may have this thing. They're going to do it yet again. Win at Lambeau, and all of a sudden, vamoose, and you fast forward to midway through the second half, and the game is just over. It's hard to think that didn't have some effect. Am I blaming the whole thing on the Miami trip? Absolutely not. Look, the Packers are a damn good team that have now won 7 games in a row. They play great at Lambeau. They've got what I think is the NFL's MVP under center in Aaron Rodgers, who's playing wonderful. Randall Cobb comes back in the game, catches 3 touchdowns. The defense didn't totally live up to it in the second half after starting pretty strong and frustrating the Packers, especially in the first quarter. But all told, I think from an organizational standpoint, when your leaders like Victor Cruz and Odell Beckham Jr., some of the leaders of this team seem to be, not exactly as focused as they should be, I'm going to chalk a little bit of it up to it. I'm not going to say I'm blaming the Miami trip, but our own Brian McFadden sat there and said, you know what? Someone needed to step up and say, hey, we got all the time in the world in the offseason to go party down in Miami. Let's focus on business now so there's no distractions, no extra questions, no media in our ear saying, hey, do you think hanging out with Bieber distracted you from your game plan? You don't want to deal with that. So the fact that they had to deal with that, if you're going to go to live, you're going to go down to Miami, you're going to hang with the Biebs, you're going to take the shirtless photos, all new kids on the block style, you're going to do it. You got to win the game. And they did not compete down the stretch. So it's hard for me to completely look at the two as absolutely random coincidental events.
Well, you mentioned Bryant McFadden. He will join us later here on 120 Sports to share his thoughts on how that Giant locker room is reacting now to the Miami boat trip after the performance from the Giant wide receivers today.